Hello everyone, this is Ankit here from BC Shetty and Co. I believe you and your family are safe during this COVID-19 pandemic. This epidemic has caused unprecedented disruption in business and in some cases even a crisis situation. Indian government is doing its best to extend support to poor families and also has done its bit to help small businesses during this calamity. The crisis is going to continue for some time, but will eventually settle as medical discovery is happening. Till then, we need to sustain our business and look at opportunities what lies ahead. In this video, we are talking about what you can do to run your business during this lockdown period and also once the economy opens up to be normal. So firstly, how do I run my business as efficiently as possible during this downturn? Let's look at what the government is providing to small businesses. You can delay GST and TDS payments by 3 months. Check whether delaying your GST payment and tax withheld on vendor payments and employee payments from March to May is better, considering that by delaying, you incur a subsidized interest cost of 9%. This may not be suitable for you if you're debt free. However, if you have borrowed and the interest cost is higher than 9%, which it is in most cases, it's better to delay your statutory payments, which saves you a lot of cash for emergency. The second benefit is loan rescheduling. RBI has instructed banks to allow restructuring of loans without downgrading your account to an NPA even if you don't pay EMI on time. This is important as this allows you to borrow more during emergency. However, keep in mind that it will create interest burden in the long term. It is better to ask your accountant to calculate the cost and benefit of rescheduling your loan. The last benefit is PF waiver, that is PF remittance waiver. Government has promised to contribute both employee and employer contribution to Employee Provident Fund for the period of April to June 2020. This is applicable to companies employing less than 100 employees and 90% of the employee's salary should be less than 15,000. Check this provision carefully and apply it immediately. These benefits provided by government are limited but are important at the same time. Now let's look at what you can do internally. The first step is reduce the fixed costs. Some of the fixed costs are rent, salaries, maintenance contracts, etc. Here are some ideas to reduce them. Office rent. With this epidemic, it is expected that more and more people will get accustomed to work from home with technology enabling it. And in some instances, efficiency in fact has improved. With flexibility as an added advantage, in the future, you would require less office space and hence there would be lower demand for commercial real estate. With this backdrop, you can negotiate or request your landlord for partial or full rent holiday. Reduce salary. Ask your employees to take a pay cut, with highest paid employees taking larger cut and lowest paid employees taking lower. This will significantly reduce your fixed cost. Bring in flexible pay. Having high variable pay, which is result oriented, will keep your employees motivated in the long run. Suspend internet, housekeeping, maintenance contracts for the next 3 months so that you can reduce cash outlay. The next step is raising Proforma invoices instead of tax invoice to customers. This will ensure that you don't create unnecessary GST liability as during this period customers don't tend to pay on time. Raise tax invoice only after the payment is confirmed. If you have lost finished goods, check with your insurance company if they are covering that loss which has happened during this pandemic and claim the benefit if available. If you are into software development or manufacturing, it is a very good time to invest in R&D as your staffs are relatively free. This will make your company attractive for investment and maybe you can raise equity capital which can help you sustain through this downturn. And lastly, check your bank balance and liquid assets. Calculate how long the cash flow is sufficient and communicate it throughout your organization so that everyone supports your initiatives. Now that you got some ideas to improve efficiency in your business during the downturn, I'm sure you would also like to get some ideas for being well prepared for such calamities in the future. It is expected that every 8 to 12 years such calamities may occur and disrupt the business. So the first step is having a break-even analysis for your business. It is very important. Break-even point is the amount of revenue at which your business is no profit or no loss situation. In other words, Business is self-sustainable. So get this prepared every year and review it every quarter. After knowing your break-even point, now it's time to lower the break-even point. You can do this by reducing your fixed cost as you need to cover it anyway, even if you have no revenue. Some ideas here are encouraging people to work from home and which will reduce the rentals, low fixed pay and high variable pay for employees, where your employees get paid low during downturns but get paid richly during profitable periods. Next, take long-term fixed EMI loans instead of cash credits or overdrafts, as this will make sure that you steadily clear your debt and you get out of the debt burden consciously. Cash credits, even though they are highly flexible, it is a trap to keep your debt forever. Next, you can create a contingency fund bank account and transfer certain percentage of revenue every month or every quarter. Have a target to create a fund which is large enough to cover 6 months of your running or fixed cost for your company. Next, you can prepare cash flow forecasts and review it every month or quarter. See if you are on track to achieve your revenue, profits, expenses, and most importantly, cash flow targets. Last but not the least, invest on technology, which will automate your business as much as possible. This will pay off in the long term. Some examples are softwares for payment reminders to customers, bank reconciliations, cloud-based billing tools, etc. These are low-cost solutions. However, a manufacturing company can look at buying high-end machines or robotic process automation. These are some of my suggestions. If you have more ideas or if you have any further questions on this topic, please post it in the comment sections below. Thank you.